is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Man, can you feel the excitement in the air? And to tip off opening night, let's check out the starting lineups. First for the 76ers, Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. And standing 6'11" out of Kentucky, the explosive shot blocker Nerlens Noel, locking down the middle. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Young in at the 4 slot. And then for the Boston Celtics, speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. And it's Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, a 7-footer with inside-outside offensive skills. In the middle at center. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then there's Green, and it's Bass in at the 4 spot.
I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA, but both New York teams improved and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it.
When the rivals come to town.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here's Bradley. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And Steve, his favorite spot seems to be that 3 from the corner.
Yeah.
Now here's Rondo. He feeds it to Bass. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Factor last season as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-13 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor.
It's stolen by Bradley. Rondo against Richardson. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Pretty impressive.
And you talked about the shooting in the top 10 in the league in terms of field goal percentage. And that really bodes well when you're a team that's trying to play together. I thought this team was really well
by 3. And Turner kicks to Richardson. Gets it to go. Richardson's got his first basket of the night.
Man,
he dishes it to Bradley. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. This, of course, being game 1 of the season, is their first look at the Celtics.
Boy, they had some memorable battles last year. Let's hope for a similar type game tonight. And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration.
27% here in the early minutes. There's Lee with the 3. That's good. Lee's got himself on the board. Anderson dishes to White. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Very skilled as a passer and a low-post scorer.
Allen. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Boston making a switch. So it's Philadelphia now. Pause the pass to White. 6 to shoot. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think he's ahead of his years as far as his basketball acumen. He's what we call an old head. Really has a nice understanding of the game.
Anderson against Wallace. Now here's Crawford. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Brooks from outside. And again, Boston with the triple. Allen dishes to Roten. Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Boston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
About a year ago, they converted about 78% of their free throws as a team, so pretty solid there.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Kwame Brown, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Here's Roten. They lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Tune in this Thursday, November 7th. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Big-time hoops coming your way.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers.
Brooks outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brooks has got the first. It's Crawford with the drive. Here's Olynyk. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
It's Anderson with the drive. Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve.
Rebuilding process. Ended up standing pat at the deadline, Steve. Even though there was, it seemed a lot of interest.
You know, you want to give that group, KG and Pierce and Rondo, you want to give them another run. And they had their last hurrah. They didn't get it finished. And now you start the rebuilding project. So a lot of trades, a lot of movement over the summer. But I like the fact that they gave that club one more run.
Crawford dishes to Wallace. It's Brooks on the wing. He tries for 3. That is good. Brooks has got 6 in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now
just 5 on the clock. Knocked away. Stolen by Brooks. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Crawford passes to Wallace. Bogans. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Bradley. Rondo drives in. Back to Green. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. His last season went on.
I thought last year was good for him. He emerged confidence-wise. He seemed to take on a bigger role in Boston. And I think he started to justify that 4-year
for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad time. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, the big trade for buying him looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the
division with all the talent, Steve, that has come into it within the last couple of years.
Well, it was a great 5-year run for Boston in terms of winning the Atlantic, but with the up-and-coming teams,
no luck. Bradley with some nice D.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
So far in this game for Rondo, he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
No good on the free throw.
You know, last season, Doc Rivers said he was hoping for Rajon Rondo to be even more aggressive and assertive than usual. The Celtics are at their best when Rondo looks to score first and then distribute later.
And he's good on the second. Well, going back to Rondo last season, he did up his scoring about 2 points a game, Clark, to I think about 14 a game.
And you factor in 11 assists a game as well, Kevin. So never a guy who's going to lead the league in scoring, but a nightly double-double machine, and on occasion he'll throw that triple-double at you too.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
First free throw is good. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely. And it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
And it's Green, missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Roden kicks to Moultrie. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Young. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 1:04 left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Rondo, defended by Carter Williams. The drive by Rondo. Shoots from the post. Olynyk can't hit. They play the clock right, Steve. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly, and you get 2 possessions out of this.
Turner against Wallace. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Foul on Boston.
Well, usually you think of the Sixers as a team that likes to play deliberate and slow things up a bit, but boy, they struggled to score last year. A big part of the struggle was that they just didn't get to the free throw line very much.
That one drops. He ties it up. Well, Clark, as you said, with the 76ers, they made the fewest free throws in the entire league last season, mostly because they were second to last in attempts. Steve, part of that is pace, but a lot of it was not having, players attack the rim.
And more than anything, Kevin, it was just lack of talent. I mean, they didn't have enough guys with the ability and the physical skills and tools to get to the rim and attack defenses.
Rondo, again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Carter Williams kicks to Moultrie. Leads him in there. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the 76ers lead by 3. Here's Rondo. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Wallace. Back to Rondo. He kicks it to Humphries. The pass to Rondo. He gets it up. And that's not going to go. And the first half ends in a close one. 76ers lead by 3. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's the first game of the NBA season, but on the halftime report, we're already in mid-season form. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they have the lead against the Celtics in Boston. They'd like a win to put this season on the right foot. Michael Carter-Williams with some valuable contributions. He's picked up 4 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. And slugging it out so far, the Boston Celtics. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They are scorching hot from beyond the arc. Rajon Rondo making his presence felt early. He's got 9 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. Some close games out there. Let's get to them. Minnesota in a tight one against New York. They're down 3 in the third. It's still a close one. And another one also in progress. The Lakers in a hard-fought game against Utah. It's all tied up in the first quarter. And another game going on. The Atlanta Hawks trailing the Suns out in Phoenix. About midway through the third out there. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out at the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.